Okay, into Red Room. How are you? So this is going to be the Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving video, and it's because I finished writing down what I want to make for Thanksgiving for myself, essentially. So I am going to, yeah, kind of talk about that and kind of like what I have come to the conclusion of what I'm doing and why. So essentially, I am cooking food with the idea of freezing like half of it and going from there. So it's not really like I'm not really entertaining anybody. I'm not doing anything. It's just making sure I have food because like I don't want to go out and going from there. So essentially, I have the veggies that I want to cook, the meats that I want to cook, the sides that I want to cook, the breads that I want to get, and then the drinks. And you know, I have something sweet there. Um, you know, there and like drinks or whatever that I want. The goal is just not go out because like my family traditionally has never gone out to do anything. Like they've gone out, we've gone out to other houses. Sorry, we're not hosting. We've never hosted anything. I think because our home is pretty fairly small, and we're not the type of people that I think have ever wanted guests here, and I feel like I especially don't because like I really don't want you hogging the TV to watch like football and shit like that. Like I don't want you here. Like I'm gonna be real. Like I don't want you here. Like doing that. Like watching football because I don't watch football. Like I don't care about football like that. Like Super Bowl halftime show. Like that's when I show up. Oof, acne. That's when I show up. But I'm not like, you know, where people like they really be getting mad when you want to watch something else. Like you want to watch something outside of like fucking football. They be like getting so mad and bitten out of shape, and it's just like, girl, like I don't want to watch this shit with y'all. Sorry. So anyway, yeah. So I think I'm gonna kind of go over like the budget of what I want to spend. It's gonna be, I know it's gonna be like $100. Um, because the previous video I did the spices alone, it was $30, but they were the bigger sizes, and I'm going to use them like for the next like 6 months, right? So like they work for that. But I personally want to, yeah, make these things. So for the veggies, I realized like really I really don't need that much, and I could really technically use canned for both of these, but I'm gonna do them fresh. So the veggies, I just have collard greens, green beans, and I might have like a little side salad type situation, but probably just collard greens and green beans because those are the two vegetables I actually really like and really eat. I was thinking about cabbage, but I was like, I can't justify getting a whole cabbage and having to do it, and then like I could definitely freeze that, but I'm less enthused about cabbage than I am collard greens and green beans. Like I love green beans and I love collard greens because I have two recipes that like I really like fuck with and stuff like that. Cabbage, I have a recipe that I really fuck with too, but it's, you know, it's a third rank kind of like food, and I can get away with like two veggies for me. I don't really need all of the veggies, you know. So there's that. Meats. I am not doing a turkey. I'm not doing a big ass chicken. That's not my forte. I can't cook that just yet. I'm not, the meats will fuck me up every time. Every time. So I'm sticking to the meats that I know I can make. So really it's going to be me getting ground beef, and I'm going to get quarter leg chickens. And just like kind of like put them in the oven, make a good gravy, and I'm going to get some ham slices. So that's my meat. So quarter legs, get like a pack of those, really marinate two of them and put them in the freezer, and then the other two like actually cook and stuff like that because I have other meats that I want. And that really, like I said, the goal is to put half of this in the freezer anyway. So like marinate those and then put them in there. There's that. Ham slices, not the full big ass ham, just literally a pack of slices. I'm like, and ham is one of those things where when I was younger, I used to love ham so bad. And as I've gotten older, pork products in general are not my thing. I don't gravitate towards pork as much as I used to. I'm definitely a beef person for some reason. I've grown to appreciate beef and really like it. And I think it's because growing up, I ate a lot of chicken and a lot of pork, but mostly chicken. And then when I had pork, that was like the second one. And then beef was more like hot dogs or something like that. And as I've gotten older, I've made beef on my own, like meatballs and stuff like that, ground beef. And I really enjoy ground beef, like, because we also ate a lot of ground, like turkey, because my granddad didn't really eat pork or beef like that. So we ate like a lot of ground chicken, ground turkey, stuff like that also. So like now that I'm older, I've kind of found out that I like beef a lot more. So I'm going to get, like I said, the quarter legs, ham slices, just a few slices, like the little packs or whatever at Wegmans. Ground beef, which will be making spaghetti, meatballs, and then going into one of the sides that I want to make. And we're going to get into the sides because that's like the main thing. So the sides that I have that I want to make are candy yams, yellow rice, mac and cheese, potatoes. I don't know if I want to mash potatoes or not because that's like a lot of work. Because I also plan to do this, half of this like the night before. I have no intention of cooking everything day up, like absolutely not. Like, no, because I am doing all of this. So it's just really my own personal project of cooking. And when I'm ready to eat, I want to eat. And I know I can be a bitch when I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so glad I don't host because I'd be like, I'm ready to eat. Get down here now. Like, I would I would be that person though. Like this shit started at 5. It started at 5, bitch. Like, you didn't show up. The food is not here anymore. People have eaten it up. Like, that would be me. I'm African American. So like, I'm not doing this whole, we start at 5, but the food don't get served until 8. I'm not with that. Okay. Like, that's not me. I'm not with the long-winded 2-hour prayer. Come on, get the food. Eat the food, pack what you want, and leave. Like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe like when I like finally host, because I'm getting to like, I think when I graduate, the stress of school will be off, and so 2026, I can like actually host and think about cleaning up and hosting and stuff like that. But like right now, babe, I don't want to do that shit. But anyway, the sides for me: candy yams, yellow rice, mac and cheese, potatoes, and then beans with ground beef. Because I saw this person put a recipe. They put it in a smoker, but I'm gonna just put it in the oven of like baked beans with ground beef and like the brown sugar and the green peppers and stuff like that. It looks so delicious. And I've had beans with meat in it. So yeah, there's that. Those are the sides. The ground beef that I want to make is for spaghetti, because I like spaghetti, and I make the noodles fresh every time, so I don't mix it in. I make it fresh, so it's really that pound or however many of ground beef is just gonna go and make meatballs, the ground beef for the spaghetti, and then the ground beef that's gonna go into the baked beans. There's that. Rolls, Hawaiian rolls, cornbread. Definitely going to get the smallest pack of Hawaiian rolls. Definitely just going to make a little bit of cornbread. And then drinks, whatever, juice, punch, whatever is going to be there. Anyway, the other part of this that I want to talk about, because that's really my menu. The other part that I want to talk about, and it may change. I may be like, I don't want to do none of this shit. Is pick and choose your battles when it comes to Thanksgiving food. Because some people like Thanksgiving, especially because it's an American holiday, and African Americans specifically like are really big online at this time. We have a lot of guidelines and a lot of stuff like that. Our main rules: you don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Like, that's just not the holiday you want to experiment. Do that on your birthday or something like that. Because people get really touchy about the food. Like, if you were not asked to make certain dishes, they just don't see it for you, and that you just gonna have to be okay with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's like training me to eventually host. So if I don't like it, then I can just throw it away. Like, I don't have to serve it to anybody. But yeah, Thanksgiving is like a really big thing for us. And there's kind of like this pressure to make everything from scratch. And it's just like, girl, like, you don't have to make everything from scratch. Hold on. Like, pick and choose your battles of what you want to make and what you don't. Okay, this is for me. I can't make rice like that. We're doing yellow rice. Listen, this is what it is. I have a cumin rice recipe, but it be hit or miss. Rice is just not one of the things I can really cook like that. The last time I made this, it was fine. So I'm just going to make it again. Yellow rice. Boom. Like, you know, like, people be so... They gotta be... Like, listen. Pick and choose the things that you're willing to compromise, like, how they got there, right? Like, some things you can make from scratch, and some things you can just make prepackaged, or you can get, like, the box and call it a day. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, some people be, like, really, like, annoying with it. Yellow rice, that's the one thing. Definitely not cooking. Shit, if I feel like one of these two from Aldi, do that. Whatever, I don't care. That's my rice. And then for right now, I do want to make a nice cornbread one day. But Jiffy corn muffin mix, fuck it. Like, you add egg, you add milk. That's about it. Okay? That's it. I understand people want things from scratch. Understand. Hawaiian rolls is not from scratch. They're not rolls from scratch. But often the people that say this stuff are never the ones that ever cook the shit. And so it's kind of like, well, if you're not cooking it, why are you commenting? Like, you don't cook anything and you're commenting, you know? Like, at least I'm trying. Like, at least I'm going to have it. So, yeah. I am willing to compromise my rice, my cornbread, maybe my mashed potatoes. Might get one of them little cups of mashed potatoes, because I can make candy yams. I know how to make that. Mac and cheese is kind of hit or miss. I'm working on my recipe. I think I need to lighten up on the roux. Like, I just need to lighten up on the roux a little bit. So yeah, like, just learn the things that you're willing to compromise on, and then the things that you really want to cook. Make a plan for that. Like, just make sure you have all the ingredients that you need, right? Like, tomorrow, Monday, I am going to the store to get all of the things that I need so that I can, I can have what's necessary, right? For my candy yams, I use 3 sources of sugars. I use maple syrup, brown sugar, or white sugar. It doesn't matter to me. And orange juice. In addition to my, like, spices and stuff like that. I need those. I need to make sure that I have all of those things. I need to make sure that I have enough stuff for my collard greens. So right now, it's just making sure that I don't forget these items. And if I forget it and I don't feel like making no more, I don't feel like making no more, and that's it. But that's what I would advise. Pick out, if you want a really simple Thanksgiving, pick a vegetable, a meat, and I'm gonna say 2 sides, not one, 2 sides. You gotta have 2 sides, and go from there. Or do a Friendsgiving, or everybody bring a dish type thing, right? Make it easier for people, and go from there. But don't feel the need to perform for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just like a thing for me that I really want to do, because I eventually do want to host. So I do want to make these dishes so I have the memorable repertoire. I'm also at the age, I'm 32, and I do anticipate getting married and having kids one day, and it's important to know how to feed people, like, in that capacity, right? Not just because I'm a woman, but because, you know, because somebody gonna say that, but because, like, I have a family, and, like, you know how food is expensive out there when you go to order and then you look at the portion size relative to what you're paying. Like, girl, like that shit is expensive. So I want to like know that stuff, and I want to have recipes that my family can pass down, because I don't have any passed down recipes. There might be a cookbook in here, but as far as like, this is how you make this, no, it was never like that. And so I feel it's my responsibility to do that. And Thanksgiving is really, as an African American, that holiday that you can do that. Like, it is really that holiday you can do that. So yeah, so that's my little 2 cents about Thanksgiving and where you can go with it, and to not feel the pressure to perform, you know? So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.